All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call, Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who ruled well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Quadash. And this popped up in my news feed from Wayan. And more signs of the times. More signs of the times. As you can see, it says, the thumbnail, it says, Taiwan rocked by more than 80 earthquakes. It says Taiwan earthquake. Taiwan rocked by more than 80 earthquakes. And in the thumbnail, you can see that building back there is leaning. I'm going to read a little bit of the description and Salakia, and I'll read the transcript because it's a real short video, a little bit over a minute. So as you can see, it says more than 80 earthquakes, the strongest of 6.3 magnitude, struck Taiwan's east coast starting Monday, April 22nd night and into the early hours of Tuesday. So let's go to the transcript. Salakia, let me pull it up. All right, so it says now over 80 earthquakes have struck Taiwan early Tuesday morning, according to the nation's National Central Weather Administration. The 6.3 magnitude tremors also caused a scare in capital of Taipei. Now fresh tremors were felt at 2:26 a.m. local time, streaking the island nation. However, no casualties have been reported. Yet 10 has been I don't know, maybe that's a typo, by a series of earthquakes since April 3rd. So I guess they're saying that region has been getting hit by earthquakes since April 3rd. In eastern Taiwan, at least 14 people died on April 3rd after a 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck the eastern country. And since then, there is no end of Taiwan's miseries. That's also what kind of caught my, first and foremost, 80 earthquakes within 2 days, a day and a half. To me, I don't know. That's kind of unprecedented, ain't it? Like they did a report off of Canada, and one day I think they had like 2,000 earthquakes. You know, hey, signs of the times. You can't tell me the prophecies aren't screaming. So it says, Salak, let me read this over again. It says, in East Taiwan, at least 14 people died on April 3rd after a 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck the eastern country, and since then, there is no end to Taiwan's miseries. Many miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the world, because, roughly paraphrasing, because they have walked on in great pride. You know, what's that? Second Ezra 8:50, if I'm not mistaken. So it says, uh, there is no end to Taiwan's miseries, according to the fire department. The hotel, which had already been damaged on April 3rd, that's what you see in the picture, the hotel that's leaning, like the Tower of Pisa, sitting sideways, you know. The hotel, which had already been damaged on April 3rd, is no longer in operation as the building is leaning, again, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, on its side. Taiwan lies near the junction of two tectonic plates, which make the island nation prone to earthquakes. Back in 2016, over a hundred deaths were reported after a major earthquake wrecked southern Taiwan, while a 7.3 magnitude earthquake killed more than 2,000 people in the year 1999. For all the latest news, that's the point. All right. So, we've always had earthquakes in the earth, in the world. That's not a new phenomenon. But what is new, what is unprecedented is, as the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach said, which I'm going to get, it's in diverse places, all right? All over the place. And they're intensifying, okay? More than 80 earthquakes in a day and a half, you know? And as the reporter said, they've been in misery ever since, And you can't tell me that we're not in them times, man, okay? And they have apps that actually you can track. Esau tracks earthquakes all throughout the world. And there's hundreds of thousands of earthquakes, that happen daily, man. And if you pay attention, it's been intensifying, it's been increasing. Over the years, it's been increasing, man. And that's the birth pains. All right? They're getting closer and closer and more intense. Okay? Prophecies are screaming. So this is Luke 21. I'm going to come back to Luke 21, but I'm going to start at the top, and then I'll jump down to the bottom. All right? Not going to make this long. I said, like, damn, 80 earthquakes in a day. And then, like I said, the other day was 2,000, I believe, or something like that. It's unprecedented. Earthquake in New York, feeling it all down to New Jersey or whatever, feeling it all down the East Coast. Earthquake. Hey, we in them times, man. Unprecedented times. So again, Luke 21, and let me see. I'm gonna start at 7. And they asked him, saying, actually, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right, it's his name in the Paleo Hebrew, And the disciples came to him privately, right? Basically asking him, what are going to be the signs of his return? Okay? What are the signs of the end of this world, this age, this rulership? Okay? So he says, and he asked them, saying, Master, Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or anointed, right? And it says, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. Yeah, many false prophets have went out into the world. Okay? But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, right? And that's what we've been hearing over the years. And the war drums, all right, the commotions are beat. The war drums are beating louder and louder, more rapider and rapider. Because remember, the war drums, when they beat, they start off at a slow pace, and then as the battle progresses, it gets louder and more fast, more intense pace, right? It's kind of like, again, the birth pains, right? And the war drums have been beaten louder and faster, right? And then the commotions of the people, the uproars, the protests, they've been intensifying, It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things, like you watch these, like I like to watch, for example, Canadian Prepper, Nate, right? Canadian Prepper. Nate looked like he about to bust a damn blood vessel, man. Slocky, my damn allergies still stuffy. And Slocky, but yeah, Nate, Canadian Prepper, looked like he about to bust a blood vessel. Have a goddamn aneurysm. Why? Because he's so-called, what they call it, agnostic, or whatever the hell they call it. He's not fully persuaded in his own mind. He knows that a lot of these things are spoken about in the scriptures are prophetic, because he even says it, this sounds like some Gog and Magog, I ain't gonna lie, you Bible thumpers, you're not looking crazy, right? He says it all the time, right? But he's not fully persuaded. He's on the fence. Again, I forget the term. It might be agnostic. I forget, but there's basically he's not saying There's a lot of people that have this sentiment. They're not saying that there is no God, but they're saying that they're not saying that there is no that there is a God. They don't, basically they don't know, right? You know, but we know. We know what we believe. We're fully persuaded. You know, we know there's a God. There's a higher power, right? And his name is Yahweh, and his only begotten son's name is Yahushai, and he's our power, the power of Yasharallah, Israel, you tribes, no other nation. And he's on his way to redeem us and recompense our adversaries. You know, we can see clearly, man, what time it is. Okay? How? Through measuring the time and filtering everything through the scriptures. So again, it says, but when ye shall hear, so we're stable. Because as I read earlier, be not terrified. Yahushua told us, you know, Yahushua Hamashiach has not given us the spirit of fear. You know, we're confident, man, you know. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Yeah, the end is not yet, because there's key prophecies that have to play out. Chiefly, the great chipping, okay, the hour of temptation, when that charagma is made mandatory. The famine of the word, you know, Jacob's trouble, the persecution of the men of the Lord. So we understand, you know, the order, the chronological order that prophecy is about to play out in. All right, but nonetheless, it's exciting. It's exciting times because we know what these things mean. All right, our redemption draweth nigh. So it says, and we're stable through these scriptures, through these prophecies. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation. That's that commotion, right? As it says in Esdras, there shall be sedition in the streets, right? It tells you that in Isaiah 19. It says he shall set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight against each other. You know, every brother against brother. You know. You know, what did Yahushua say? If a kingdom is divided, it shall not stand. Every kingdom divided against itself shall come to an end. You know, and we see these things. We see these things being, these spirits being stirred up in the earth. They just rolled out that movie Civil War. You know. So we see the division. We see everybody on edge. You know, we can clearly see where everything is headed. Nation shall, and not just here in Babylon the Great, this is going to be a global thing. All right? Kingdoms. So it says, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. This is the main point, though, for this lesson. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, all over the place. And if you've been paying attention, all you got to do is go to Esau's apps, go back through the years. These earthquakes have been popping up more and more all around the world in different, various, you know, diverse places all over the place. And, you know, bigger and bigger, more powerful, you know, more frequent, you know. These are all signs of the times. And great earthquakes, but you ain't seen nothing yet. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. All right? So that's pretty much the point right there. Again, Salakia, kind of allergies kind of acting up today. Salakia. Keep pausing it, but it is what it is. Let's keep going. Like, it's not going to make this long. 2 Ezra 9, 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Because, again, I'm going to go back to Luke. I'm going to end in Luke 21 towards the bottom. So it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And that's what we do daily. All right? We're watching and filtering everything through the scriptures and running and relaying the message, warning the people, you know, bidding them to the marriage, getting the blood off our hands, you know, feeding Yahushai's sheep with sound doctrine. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Again, what I just showed you in Taiwan, that's part of the signs passing. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, will begin to visit the world which he made. So if your eyes are open, you can clearly see that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is about to show himself. He's showing himself now. And how is he showing himself? Through his judgments. Yahweh is known through his judgments. Okay? You know? So he's visiting the world which he made. So it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand. Again, we're stable. We're not bugged out. We're not terrified. We know what these things mean. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end of Esau, Edom's reign, his rulership, his kingdom, the end of this world. Even so, we're coming to the end of it. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. What's the it? The kingdom. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So these are all signs of the times. Okay? This is Mark chapter 13. I start at 30. Verily, truly, I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour, the exact time, the exact moment when Yahweh Shai is going to return, we have no idea. Only Yahweh knows that time. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach himself doesn't know. All right? But we can gauge it. We can get really close. We can have an idea. You know, we're not going to know the exact moment, the exact time, but we know that time is close. It's nigh. You know? Why? How? Through measuring the time, through these prophecies. You know? We can see it. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. The angels don't know. The Son, the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, don't know. Only the Father, Yahweh, Abba, knows. Okay? It says, verse 33, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. Right? So that's what we're supposed to be doing. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach said, till I come, give attendance to reading. Watch as well as pray. You know? You know? For the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, the apostles on down, the prophets, the disciples, right? And to we're Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's husbandry. We're supposed to be working, laboring in his field, which is this world, sowing these righteous seeds, bidding people to the marriage, you know, sending out these wedding invitations, if you may have it, through these epistles, okay? Going out into the lanes, the highways and the byways, bidding them to the marriage, you know, fishing for the Lord's elect, you know, working, occupying till he comes. Plenty of work to do, you know, plenty of work to be done. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. For the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work. What you sow shall you reap. Whatever you've been sowing, that's what you're going to reap. Okay? And commanded the porter to watch. Who's the porter? The doorman. You know, we're at the door watching. We're on that tower watching for our Lord, the return of our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. You know, we're heralding him in. The king is coming. The king is coming. You know, get your household in order. You know, Yahweh Shai is coming. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is coming. You know, you know, and you know, yeah, that's what we're doing. Watching. You know, watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. Least coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And that's what you don't. You want when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai returns, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach returns, he catch you you know, on the job, you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing. That way when he knocks, you open up immediately. You ain't gonna have to hide nothing or, you know, tidy yourself up and get your wedding garment. No, we got them all. We got it. We got the wedding garments on already. It's pressed. It's nice and clean. You know, we standing at attention, at ready, waiting on our Lord. You know, ready to go. You know. That's the spirit we're supposed to be in. So I'll close out here. This is Luke 21 again, but I want it towards the bottom, towards the end. Let's see. Main point is in 36. Let's see. Start at 29. And he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. Yeah, you can look at the weather. You can look at the clouds. You can see what storm is coming. You can look at the trees and you can tell it's fall coming in. You can tell it's summertime, it's spring, you know? So likewise, ye, when ye see these things come to pass, now it says, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. It's near. It hasteth quickly. Verily, truly, I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. I read that earlier. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. They're not men that they shall lie. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts, and your heart is your mind, your lob, the Hebrew word for heart is lob, meaning your mind. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you overwares. Yeah, don't be don't be caught up in this world, entangled in this world, man. You know, the cares of this life. Your eyes should be single. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on the kingdom. You know? For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of on the whole earth. See, this thing is going to try the whole earth. Jacob's trouble is going to try the whole world. Our temptation is going to try the whole world. Because why? Yasharal is scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. Okay? But the main destruction is coming to Babylon the Great, America, and the land of Israel. And the main deliverance is coming from the Americas, Babylon the Great. All right? So it says, for as a snare it shall come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Because this is the furthest thing from everybody's mind. They're too caught up in this world, in this life. The last thing in their mind is that the creator of the universe and his only begotten son is coming back with the innumerable amount of angels, you know, to wage war on this place, you know, and redeem the elect of Yasharallah. That's the furthest thing from everybody's mind, man. As the scriptures say, the strangeness of our salvation, you know. For as a snare, it sounds far-fetched, right? But that's our faith. That's our hope, man. That we're prisoners of hope. We're prisoners of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Our hope, you know, is that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is going to come back and redeem us and recompense our enemies. And that day is quickly approaching. You can put your life on it. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape, because we're not yet saved. That ye may be accounted worthy to escape. How are you going to escape? By your faith plus your works. That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things, what, these plagues. To escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. All right? And you want to be found blameless in that day. You want that crown put upon your head. You know? Adawan Ratazah, we be of that number. We keep enduring to the end. So real quick, again, the prophecies are screaming. If you paid attention, we living in unprecedented times. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Keep pushing, keep fighting. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.